So in this vid today, I'm going to explain how Danuel House could be really important to the Sixers' success in this upcoming season, and I'm going to explain exactly how. But before I do that, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, but without further ado, let me just jump right into it. So Danuel House is someone who's really gone under the radar, and during preseason, I've really zoomed in on him in the minutes he's played, and he's greatly impressed me. So let me run down why he's going to be very important and what the Sixers' issue has been over the past couple of years. So Danuel House is a small forward, can play some two, but mainly a small forward, and that's where he's going to play for the Sixers. So the past small forwards we had in the past 4 years, their issues have always been they can either shoot and not defend and not shoot, and if they can do both, they're very unathletic, like Danny Green. Now, what Danuel House does, he provides a breath of fresh air. He can do a bit of everything. Is he as good as Matisse Thybulle on defense? No. But is he a good defender? Yes. Is he as good of a shooter as Danny Green? No. But is he a very good shooter? Yes. And on top of that, Danuel House is very, very athletic. This guy can genuinely run the ball in transition and give you a few monster jams, and he's an athletic player. He's a guy that can get up and down the floor. He can impact the game in many ways, and he's a bit of a jack of all trades guy on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. He can do everything at a pretty decent level, and he's going to be a dynamic offensive player, which we've not had in a long time. No, I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar. No, I'm not saying he's going to average 20 points per game. Of course not. But I'm just saying the things he can do off the ball as a player is very beneficial, because he can spot up in the corner, he can cut back door. And no, I'm not saying that he's going to be having ball handling responsibilities, but in transition, he can genuinely run the floor and make a play, which a lot of players on our team, wings on our team, couldn't have done in the past. So I just feel like Danuel's a perfect addition, and he's someone who can really help this team in a variety of ways. And to touch on another thing, he's playing with James Harden, and if you didn't know, 80% of Danuel House's career three-pointers have come of James Harden assists. I don't think you guys realize how insane that is, because Danuel House played in Golden State for a bit. I believe he played in Washington for a bit. He's also played in Houston without James Harden. He also played in Utah a bit without James Harden. So he's genuinely had a good amount of games without James, and he still has 80% of his career threes assisted by James, which means that with games they've played together, probably close to 88% of his threes have come off James Harden feeds. This is someone who really knows how James plays. James knows how he plays, and they can really work off each other, and James can definitely find him wide open looks. On top of that, in 19-20, he averaged around 10.5 points per game and was a very good offensive contributor, because he knew his role. He knew he was going to spot up, and at times going to be required to cut back door and finish around the rim. So Danuel can really be a productive player, as we saw against Cleveland. Now, against the Cavs a couple days ago in preseason, around 15 minutes, House showed us that with his 10 points, he can shoot the ball, he can run the ball in transition, he can get offensive rebounds and finish, he can cut back door, he can just do a bit of everything on the offensive side of the ball. And he's going to be someone who's going to be a great contributor to this team, like I said a million times, when he's throwing these little bow and arrows at the crowd after he hits a nice three. He's just going to be a guy that the crowd is going to gravitate to and the fans are going to love, because like I said, Danuel House can do a bit of everything. You're not going to be absolutely peeling your eyes out when you see Danuel House trying to run a transition break, because Danuel House can get up and down the floor. He can genuinely be an energy guy because he's very athletic. And on top of that, I wouldn't be surprised if he shot close to 40% from three, because this is someone for his career that shot around 37% from three on 6.3 attempts per 36. So Danuel House is not afraid to let it fly, and he's genuinely a consistent three-point shooter. So yeah, that's all I really got for this video. Let me know what you guys feel about Danuel House. I feel like he can really help our squad this season and will be a great addition. But yeah, let me hear your opinions, and I'm out. Peace.